Hello there everybody and welcome back to clannad. Today we're going to continue on where we left off. On the Nagisa Tomoya-kan Good Morning one on the May 1st, a Thursday. Yes, slow this one indeed. Tomoya-kan, good morning. Yeah, morning. It was too bad about yesterday. But I had a lot of fun. Well, it was a big pain in the butt for me. That's not all either. What else is there? We are all better friends now because of it. Okay, sure. Ain't you wonderful? Yes, we can join together and face any situation like we did yesterday. Though we did get taken out in the process. Even so, I think it's very important to be able to stand up and face something, regardless of the results. Our thoughts all came together as one. And I'm sure that in the future, we'll be able to keep helping each other out. Well, it sure would be nice if that happened. Has it not? I don't think we can say yet. Lunch break. I bring Nagisa to my classroom. Looks like he's not here yet. I sit as I look through the door towards Sunohara's seat. He must still be exhausted from yesterday. Whether he's still tired or not, though, I doubt he'll be around for a while. What? Why is that? I doubt you'd understand. Please, tell me. He's just in shock because of the loss, that's all. It was too bad we lost. After all, the work we put in. But I don't think there's any reason to be upset. I think you can be proud of what we did. And that's why I said I doubt you'd understand. Did I say something wrong? Yeah, you did. You need to at least try to begin to understand how his pride and vanity works. That doesn't even explain to me what I'd need to do. Yeah, so just forget about it. He'll come back after some time, that's all. I'm trying to say. But I can't abandon him. I'm worried about him. Well, I guess I shouldn't complain. If someone like you isn't worried about him, then no one will be.
智也くんも心配してるはずです。
You should be worried too, Tomoyo-kun. Don't decide how I should feel, will you?
ですから
That's why.
今から篠原さんの部屋に行きましょう。
We should go to Tsunohara-san's room right now. You never listen to what people say, do you?
だって心配です。
I'm worried about him. That's no reason to skip class, is it?
いえ、昼休みのうちに戻ってきます。
We won't. We'll be back before lunch ends.
昼休みの外出は許可を取ればよかったはずです。
I think we just need to get permission to leave campus during lunch. I don't mind going to see him, but that just sounds like such a pain.
私が許可取ります。智也くんは待っててください。
I'll get permission. You're right here, Tomoyo-kun. Seriously?
それでは職員室に行ってきます。
I'll be right back. I'm going to the teacher's room. Hey, wait. I start to argue, but Nagisa runs off down the hallway before I can stop her. Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that she's concerned. She feels like we've just strengthened our bonds after all. I walk off after her. I decide to wait in front of the teacher's room. I stare at nothing in particular on the bulletin board. Speaking of which, wasn't the drama club information session supposed to be today? I suddenly remember. Well, I guess she's not worried about that kind of thing right now.
智也くん、
Oh, Tomoyo-kun. Nagisa finds me and begins to walk over after coming out of the teacher's room.
お待たせしました。許可もらいましたので急いで行きましょう。
Thank you for waiting. I got permission, so let's hurry up and go. Sure. We start to walk off together.
今日説明会でしたけど、誰も来ないですよね。
Today's the day of the information session, but no one's going to come, right? Nagisa brings the topic up herself, so she had noticed. Yeah. And even if they did, there's nothing we could do anyway. I try to soften the blow. Now, come on. If we don't hurry, we won't be able to make it back by the time class starts.
はい。
Okay. Nagisa picks up her pace as if to shake off any regrets she has. Sunhara is asleep. Hey, give me some tea. I yank on his ear. Huh? Who? It's me.
智也くん、そんな起こし方かわいそうです。
Tomoyo-kun, you shouldn't wake him up like that. It's mean.
渚ちゃんまで
You too, Nagisa-chan?
一体どうしたの？
What in the world happened? Nothing. We just thought you'd be sulking, so we came to make you feel better.
そうです。篠原さん、元気出してください。
That's right. Cheer up, Sunhara-san. She falls to her knees by Sunhara's bedside.
大丈夫。元気だよ。
I'm okay. I feel fine.
じゃあ、今から学校行きましょう。
Then let's go back to school together.
あ、うん。後で行くよ。
Sure. I'll catch up with you later.
今から一緒に行きたいです。
I want us to all go now.
いや、まあ、気が向いたらね。
Well, if I feel like it. The loss seems to be weighing on him heavily. I guess this kind of reaction to us losing is natural. Especially considering how much venom he spat at the Core Club girls. He gets more worried about rumors than anyone I know.
気が向いたらなんてダメです。
Not if you feel like it.
話してください。どうしていけないのか。
Please, tell me why you won't go. He's embarrassed.
まあ、それもあるけどさ。
Well, that's part of it.
自分に似合わず頑張ってたからさ。それ、やり終えたら抜けちゃったよ。
But it's also not like me to work so hard at something either. So once everything ended, I just kinda lost all my energy.
そうでしたか。
I see.
でも、これからも学校で楽しいこといっぱいあるはずです。
But I'm sure there are lots of other fun things in store for us at school.
一緒に過ごしていきましょう。
Let's enjoy them together.
気持ちはありがたいけどさ。しばらくは抜けさせておいてくれよ。
I'm happy you feel that way. But just let me take it easy for the time being.
ダメです。
I can't accept that.
じゃあ、来週からは行くから。
Fine, I'll promise to go starting next week.
本当ですか？
Really?
行くよ。
Yeah, I will.
じゃあ待ってます。ともやくんと。
Then I'll be waiting and so will Tomoyo-kun. But personally, I'd prefer to be alone with Nagisa.
そんなこと言ってはダメです。
You shouldn't say things like that.
それは別にそういう時間も作りましょう。
We can make time for that too.
私もそうしたいです。
I'd like to do that as well.
やっぱり邪魔者。
So I really am a third wheel here.
いえ、そんなことないです。
No, not at all.
お待ちしていますので、絶対に来てください。
We'll be waiting for you. So please promise you'll come.
わかったよ。
Okay, I will. Nagisa, the time.
もう戻らないといけないです。
No, we have to go back now. Nagisa finally stands up.
それでは篠原さん、また来週です。
So, we'll see you again next week, Sunohara-san. Yeah.
ありがとう、なぎさちゃん。
Thanks, Nagisa-chan.
来てくれて嬉しかったよ。
I'm glad you came by and so does he. You're making it sound like you're about to die or something.
不吉なこと言うなよ。
Don't jinx me, man. Come on, Nagisa. We need to hurry.
はい。
Okay. The long weekend seems to have given Sunohara enough time to feel better. Just as he promised, he starts coming to school as soon as the school week begins. Of course, he's tardy as ever. May 6th, Tuesday. Wait a minute. May 1st to May 6th.
ともやくん、おはようございます。
Good morning, Tomoyo-kun. Yeah, morning.
今日も眠そうです。
You seem sleepy again today. I can't avoid being sleepy since I go to bed so late.
早く寝てください。
You should go to sleep earlier.
そうすれば寝起きも良くて、
You'll feel more refreshed when you get up.
朝からたくさんお話できます。
And then we'll be able to talk more in the mornings.
相槌打つだけじゃなくなります。
You'll do more than nod and agree with everything I say. What exactly are you expecting me to do? I'm not the type that starts talking for no good reason, even if I'm wide awake.
いえ、午後からは智也くん結構お話ししてくれます。
No, you talk to me quite a lot in the afternoons, Tomoyo-kun.
朝は私が結構話しちゃってます。
I end up talking a lot during the mornings. It's not like I'm asking you to talk to me in the morning. What? And why did you need to try so hard to make conversations first thing in the morning anyway? You'll run out of energy for class. Don't waste your stamina before school even starts.
はい。
Okay. She replies, then falls silent. We walk for a while, neither of us talking. Doing this makes the chatter from the students around us seem even louder and more annoying. Especially when they sound like they are having fun. I had forgotten all this time. But I hate this kind of thing too. Tug tug. Nagisa pulls my sleeve lightly. What's wrong?
やっぱりお話ししたいです。
I want to talk after all.
相槌だけでもいいので聞いてほしいです。
You can just nod and agree, but I want you to listen. Sure. Funny coincidence, actually. I was just thinking the same thing.
本当ですか？
Really? Yeah.
じゃあ、智也くんからもお話ししてほしいです。
Then I'd like you to talk too, Tomoyo-kun. Happy. Dot 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 dot. Didididit. 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 I can't think of anything to talk about. Though I'm quiet for a while, Nagisa just sits there, waiting for me. Damn it. I'll just say whatever comes to mind. Who cares what it is? I look down at Nagisa and then... I love you. I say out loud. Wait, did I really just say that? Yeah. I start to blush. Nagisa does the same.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much.
私も智也くんのこと好きです。
I like you too, Tomoyo-kun. Why can I say I love you back? Uh-oh. I'm horribly embarrassed. You know, just yesterday, there was a gigantic cockroach in my kitchen.
それは大変でしたね。
That sounds terrible. We both forced the conversation in the other direction. She must be feeling embarrassed too. After that, I talk on and on. You know, I heard that the more advertising a wig company does to get its name out there, the worse their wigs are.
そうなんですか。
Oh, is that so? Yeah, so be careful.
はい。
UK. By the time we reach school, my throat is dry. I'm such an idiot. See you.
はい
Okay. I turn away from her and head to my classroom.
あの
Nagisa calls out for me to stop. I pause and look back around.
とても楽しかったです。
I had a lot of fun. Yeah.
贅沢なこと言っちゃっていいですか？
It's asking for a lot, but can I say something? What? Sure. Go ahead. What is it?
こんな朝がずっと続いたらって思います。
I wish every morning could be like this one from now on. Yeah, funny that you say that. I was just thinking the same thing.
やっぱり贅沢でしょうか？
Maybe I really was asking for too much regarding you talking more. Yeah. Well, it's your turn tomorrow. I start walking off again, leaving her with those words.
はい
Okay. The only thing I can hear behind me is Nagisa's energetic response. I raise a hand to say goodbye, then enter the classroom. I go to school with Nagisa, spend lunch with Nagisa, and leave school with Nagisa. We spend day after day like this. Sometimes I find it irritating, but others, I can't help but think about how cute she is. That's the kind of life I now lead at school. It's peaceful. To think that I'd ever be spending time at school like this. It seems almost comical if I do say so myself. The new student council is inaugurated over the weekend. Tomoyo is the student council president. Thinking that this would make the conversation easier, Nagisa and I go to the student council room to speak with her directly. The topic of our conversations is, of course, drama club. But in the end, we can't figure out our next move. We really do need an advisor to do anything.
私の方でも調べてみよう。
I'll look into it too.
何か分かったらすぐに連絡することを約束する。
If I figure anything out, I promise to contact you as soon as I do. Tomoyo encourages Nagisa as much as she possibly can, before going back to her own work.
どうしようもないんでしょうか。
Is there really nothing we can do? Well, we shouldn't give up. Maybe another club will fold and an advisor will be freed up.
それはめったにないことだと思いますけど。
I don't think that happens very often. There are other ways too. You never know. Something else surprising could happen. That'll give us a chance to reform the club. That's why you shouldn't give up hope. I encourage Nagisa too. She groans for a moment.
はい、わかりました。
Okay, I understand. But in the end, Nagisa nods, showing the positivity that I've come to know her for. We spend a Founders Festival, our equivalent to a school festival together as well. But it's the last day that I spend at school with Nagisa. Is she okay, Sanae-san?
大丈夫ですよ。落ち着いてください。
She will be fine. Please calm down. I'm sorry. I must have made her run around too much. I got so excited, so I took her all over the place, and then...
そんなに恐縮しないでください。自分の彼女じゃないですか。
You don't need to apologize. Isn't she your girlfriend? You knew about that.
わかりますよ。それぐらい。
Isn't
自分の娘ですから。
isn't it obvious? She's my daughter after all. I'm a good-for-nothing boyfriend.
そんなことないですよ。
That's not true.
岡崎さん、
Ikazaki-san. Okay.
智也さんとお呼びしていいですか。
Can I call you Tomoyo-san? Please do.
では、智也さん、
Then Tomoyo-san. Okay.
渚はこんな風に体が弱い子ですが、末永くお付き合いください。
Nag-
よろしくお願いします。
Nagisa has always been a physically weak child. But please be by her side as long as possible. That's all I wish for. I should be the one saying that. I still don't understand how she can like someone like me.
大丈夫ですよ。何かあった時は力になります。
It's nonsense. Stop doubting yourself. Plus, you have my full support. I'm glad to hear that.
智也さんも疲れたでしょう。渚のことは私に任せて、今日のところは戻られてはどうですか。
You must be tired too, Tomoyo-san. Please, just leave Nagisa to me and go home for the day. I feel ashamed. All I did was play all day.
いいえ、
Don't say that. Well, if you insist, then thank you.
はい。
Okay. As for Nagisa, the day after Founders Festival, she's bedridden with a fever. Nagisa. I enter the room. It's hot with Nagisa's fever.
智也くん、
Tomoyo-kun. As she lies in bed, Nagisa turns her face to look at me.
私の方が続けられなかったです。
I was the one who couldn't keep going. Huh? What are you talking about?
お話ししながら投稿することです。
Talking while we go to school. There's nothing we can do about that. It's not like it's your fault.
そんなことないです。体が弱い。私が悪いんです。
That's not true. It's my fault for having such a weak body. I just told you that isn't true.
はい。すみませんでした。
Okay, I'm sorry. Nagisa is acting more timid than usual. Maybe it's because of her illness. Ever since that day, we met at the bottom of the hill. She's been trying so hard. Even though she couldn't reform the drama club in the end. Or could it be that at some point, the two of us ran from the rest of the world into the comforting weakness of thinking that the only thing that mattered was being together. I don't want that to be the case. I'm sure we looked reality in the eye when we worked as hard as we did. And that's not going to change from here on either. I didn't see it happen, but Nagisa's eyes are now closed, and she's sleeping. She's so defenseless. I put my hand to cheek and feel her warmth. I am sure there are many more troubled times ahead of us, for both her and me. That's how I feel things will go. That's why we should consider this a short little break. That's all. I let go of her hand and stand up. I leave the room so as not to wake her. Whenever I had spare time, I would give Nagisa a sick visit. I had a lot of fun talking not only with Nagisa, but also with Sune-san. Though as always, the old man was the only one I found hard to deal with. I passed by a customer in front of the store. Okazaki-san? She calls me to a stop. I look back to see a woman with short hair looking at me. Ibuki-san, was it?
Hi.
Yes. Where did I meet this woman? Oh, that's right. It was the day before our match with our basketball club. We'd been inside the store, and Sune-san had introduced her to me as Nagisa's former homeroom teacher. Did you come to visit Nagisa-chan? Well, kind of. Sune-san and the rest are here too. You're not here for bread today, are you, Ibuki-san? That's what I say after checking to see that she's got nothing in her hand. That's right. I'm just here to say hi today, since I'm going to be leaving town for a while. Huh? Are you going back home or something? No. I'll be going one town over. My little sister is hospitalized there, and I want to stay by her side from now on. Ah, so that's what it's all about. Yes. So it looks like I won't be seeing you for a while either, Okazaki-san. You'll just be in the next town over. It's really not that far. I guess so. Okazaki-san. You know Komura-sensei, don't you? Eh? I'm taken aback at the unexpected mention of that name. Komura-sensei, who teaches ancient literature. Yes. Was he your homeroom teacher during your first year? Yes. So, Okazaki-san, are you, well, going to university? No, that'll seriously be impossible. I'll probably just get a job. And your friend too? You know about us too? I ask in return, ignoring her question. Oh, I'm sorry for prying like this.
渚ちゃんが前に言ってたのを思い出して、
I just remembered what Nagisa-chan had told me before.
スポーツしたくてもできなくなったって。
How you two couldn't participate in the sports anymore, even if you wanted to. Yeah, what about that?
それならもしかして岡崎さんとそのお友達の方が高村先生の最後の教え子になるんじゃないかと思ったんです。
And so in that case, I was wondering if you and your friend might just be Komura-sensei's final students. His final students?
はい。高村先生、今年度で退職されるんです。
That's right. Komura-sensei is going to retire after this year. Really? I didn't know. But he was only my homeroom during my first year, not this one.
はい、知っていますよ。
Yes, I know.
最後の教え子というのは担任を受け持っているとかそういう意味ではないんです。
When I say you're his final students, I don't mean as in the last ones to be taught by him.
こういう言い方は岡崎さんたちに悪いですけど、
Well, saying it like this may be rude to you too. It's fine. Just say it.
最後に世話を焼いたという意味です。
What I meant was that you were the last ones he took care of. Huh?
高村先生からそういう二人がいるってことは話に聞いてたんです。
Komura-sensei had told me that there were 2 students exactly like that. In that case, yeah. If it's 2 people he talked about, then it was probably me and Tsunohara.
高村先生は6年前まで工業高校で教鞭をとっていたんです。
Up until 6 years ago, Komura-sensei had been teaching at an industrial high school. Ibuki-san leans against the iron bar and starts talking.
一時期生徒の素行が問題になってそれで有名になってしまった学校です。
For a time, the behavior of the students there had become a problem, and the school had become famous for it. I knew the school she was talking about. It was an infamous school containing all the town's delinquents.
そこでずっと生活指導をしていたんです。
And for a long time, he had been working as a counselor there. With that frail body of his,
もちろん今よりは若かったし、それにそういうのは力じゃないでしょ。
of course he was far younger than he is now. Besides, that kind of thing doesn't take physical strength. Guess so.
とにかく厳しかったんです。
At any rate, he was really strict. Seriously?
ええ、本当です。親も生活指導室に放り込んで説教したり、武勇伝はたくさんあるんですよ。
Yes, it's really true. Sometimes he'd even throw the parents into the counseling room and give them a scolding too. I can't believe it.
そんな型破りな指導者でしたけど、
He was pretty unconventional as a life coach.
でもただ一つ貫いたことがあったんです。
But there was one principle he would never let go of. What was that?
絶対に学校を辞めさせない。
He would definitely not let any students quit school.
自主退学もさせなかったんです。
He wouldn't even let them drop out of their own volition.
高村先生は学校を人生の縮図だと考えていたんです。
Komura-sensei considered the school like a microcosm of life.
学校で過ごす3年間は勉強のためだけじゃない。
The 3 years you spend at school aren't just for studying.
人と接して友達を作って協力して
They're to get in contact with people, make friends, and work together.
成功もあったり失敗もあったり
There are successes and failures,
楽しいこともあったり
joy,
辛いこともあったり
joy and pain.
そして誰もが入学した当初に描いていた卒業という目標に向かって歩んでいく
Everyone there is walking towards the goal they set for themselves when they enrolled, graduation.
それを途中で諦めたり挫折しちゃったりしたら
If you let them quit this path halfway, or let them stop in frustration,
人生に挫折したも同じ
they would be set back in life as well.
その後に待つもっと大きな人生に立ち向かっていけるはずがない
They wouldn't be able to face the even bigger world to come.
だから生徒たちを叱るだけでなく励ましながら共に歩んでいったんです
That's why he wouldn't just scold the students, but he would also walk alongside them, encouraging them.
でも今の学校に来てからは
But ever since he came to this school,
その必要がなくなったんですわかりますよね
there was no need for him to do so anymore. You understand why, right?
みんなが優秀なんです
It's because the students here are all excellent.
きっと高村先生にとっての教育自分の教員生活の中でなすべきこと
What he surely must have considered his duty, something that he absolutely had to do as a teacher.
それを必要とされずそして否定されてしまった6年間だったと思います
I think he must have spent at least 6 years having that contradicted because he wasn't needed at all.
みんなあの学校で過ごす3年間は人生の一つのステップとしてしか考えてませんから
It's because everyone only ever thought of the 3 years they would spend in that school as merely another step in their lives.
自分の役目だと思っていたことはここでは何一つ必要とされていない
So what he considered himself to be his duty wasn't at all needed here.
それを感じ続けた6年間
And for 6 years, he continued feeling that way.
そしてその教員生活もこの春終わってしまうんです
And now, this spring, his teaching career is going to come to an end. Ibuki-san finishes her story and pulls away from the iron rod. She then faces my way.
岡崎さんはどう思いますか
What do you think, Okazaki-san? You really can't judge a book by its cover, huh? I tell her what came to mind.
そうですね
Quite so. When she hears me say that, Ibuki-san smiles.
ああ聞いてんのか
Hey, are you listening?
ほら卒業前にでかいことやろうっての
I'm telling you, let's do something crazy right before graduation.
ラグビー部の連中に一泡吹かせたいしさ
I want to give those rugby guys a run for their money. Yeah. I wondered how many months it's been since I had that conversation with Ibuki-san. I still remember that conversation quite clearly. How had I answered back then? You really can't judge a book by its cover, huh? What am I, an idiot? In the end, we really were just children. We wouldn't have even graduated if it wasn't for him. Say, Sunohara, Hmm? Do you remember the day we first met? I ask that as I lie down on the kotatsu.
ああ、覚えてるよ。お前超インパクトあったもんな。
Yeah, of course I do. You had such a crazy impact on me after all. The one who had an impact was you, by the way, not me.
だっけか？
It was. I mean, your face was all bruised and swollen.
ああ、相手はその倍ボコボコだったけどね。
Yeah, you should have seen the other guy, though. He'd probably be dead if he was worse off than you.
サッカー部の部員同士で喧嘩したんだよな。
So yeah, I'd gotten in a fight with another guy from the soccer club.
それで僕が生活指導室にいたら、お前もジジイに連れてこられたんだ。
And then when I was in the counseling room, that old geezer had brought you along with him. Yeah, I bet that Kamara was trying to introduce us.
気合わせる？誰と誰をさ。
Introduce who and who? You and me.
どうして？
Why would he do that? How would things have gone if you'd been left alone after that?
何が？
How it would have gone? I'm talking about you and the school. I'm asking how things would have gone if you'd been alone after that.
そんなこと考えたこともねえよ。
Can't say I ever thought about that. Komura knew. He knew that if Tsunohara and I had lived our school lives separately, that we would end up quitting. That's why he introduced us. When winter arrived, we became busy job hunting. It was almost like the culmination of everything we'd done until now. Tsunohara had returned home, hoping to find a job in his hometown. I also frequented the employment bureau at school looking for a job. In the end, Tsunohara didn't come back until the graduation ceremony. We spent our final hours together, having not even had the time to do anything crazy.
桜だったらもっとそれらしいのにね。
I'd feel far more like a graduation if there was sakura trees here. We were in the front yard. The graduation ceremony was being held at the gymnasium. Tsunohara and I had snuck out, not being able to stand sitting next to those guys. After just one more hour, we will have graduated, whether we want to or not. Our time in which to do as we please will be coming to an end.
今のうちにラグビー部の連中の部屋を回ってさ、壁にシミっぽい人の顔描いて回ろうぜ。
We can still go over to the rugby guys' rooms and go around drawing nasty faces all over the walls.
帰ってきたら、ひー、壁に人の顔が浮かび上がってるってビビりまくるって。
And when they get back, they'll go all scared like, "Eek, there's a person's face drawn on my wall."
お腹なんて絶対寝られないって。
I'm telling you, they won't sleep a wink tonight.
1週間後には不眠症で死ぬね。
They'll probably die of insomnia 1 week later. You know those guys will be graduating today too, right?
マジかよ。
Seriously?
なんでだよ。
Why? That's a dumb question if I ever heard one.
あいつらめ、おめおめと逃げやがって。
Darn it, those guys. Shamelessly running away like that. I'm sure they'll come party with you one last time if you call them, you know.
岡崎に素の肌。
Okazaki and Tsunohara. Eek. Before I know it, Komura is standing in front of us.
なんだよ、よぼじいかよ。びっくりさせんなよ。
Man, it's just the old geezer. Don't scare me like that.
最後ぐらいでんかい。
Why don't you come at least for the end?
最後って、卒業式？
The end? You mean the ceremony?
楽しかった修学旅行。なぜか買ってしまった木刀とか、みんなで言うんだろ？やだよ。
Everyone's just gonna be saying stuff like the school trip was very fun. And for some reason, I bought a wooden sword. Right? So no way. Yeah, everyone in elementary school, that is.
中学の時も言ったっての。
I said that when I was in middle school too. Yeah, over in your hometown.
うちの田舎バカにすんじゃねえよ。
Hey, don't spit on my hometown.
本当にお前らは
You two really are
情けないやつらだの。
a pitiful pair, aren't you?
これからは社会人というのにの。
Even though you are supposed to be members of society starting today. It's the opposite, really. We're acting like this exactly because these are our final moments.
まあそれもそうか。
Well, I suppose that makes sense.
まあホームルームぐらい出た方がいい。
Well, you should at least come to your homeroom.
乾が悲しむでの。
You'll make Inuri sad otherwise.
いいのい？誰だよそれ。岡崎の女？
Inuri? Who's that? Okazaki's girl? No, man.
お前らの担任だの。
It's your homeroom teacher.
覚えとくよ。
I'll try and remember this time. It's not like that'll be necessary after today, though. I feel bad for our homeroom teacher.
まあ
Well,
それだけだ。
that's all I had to say. Komura heads back into the gymnasium. Hey, Gramps. I call him to a stop. Why did you have us graduate?
自分の教え子は
My own students.
例外なく自分の子供だと思っておる。
I think all of them as my own children without exception. He says without turning to face us.
ただこの学校はちと優秀すぎる生徒が多すぎての。
Though in this school, there were just too many students that were a bit too excellent.
長い間わしの出番はなかった。
So, for a long time, there was nothing for me to do.
が
However,
最後にお前らの面倒を見られてよかった。
I was glad I was at least able to take care of you two in the end. That's right. I'm sure he's been supporting us from the shadows, even more than we could imagine. And I felt that even more than I do now. That I would keep noticing his support, even in the far future. That's what I feel from the bottom of my heart. I am who I am right now because of him. You know, I'm confident we'll be able to live a better life than even the hundreds of people here who are going to college. Though we'll probably go through so much more trouble because we didn't go to college. But I think we'll be able to do well despite that.
頑張りなさい。
Do your best. Our final homeroom comes to an end. We leave the classroom alongside our fellow classmates. A huge crowd has formed in front of the school gates. They're all teachers and underclassmen.
あの拍手の中を歩いてけっての。
You're telling me we have to walk through all that applause? Man, this sucks. Next to me, Sunhara sticks out his tongue. The school gates are bustling with applause, and people giving us their blessings. Juniors from the same club, advisors, homeroom teachers, they all rave to us. Komura is there too, standing a little ways off. Nobody goes to speak to him. He stands there alone, almost like a forgotten statue. Sunohara and I exchange glances.
まあそういうのもアウトロっぽくていいよね。
Well, I guess it would be good for an outro, so why not? And then we both run over to the wizened teacher simultaneously and give him a deep bow. It was an act unprecedented in either of our lives, one that we wouldn't have done for any of our other superiors. And we both did it here for the first time.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It resounds into the bright blue sky, so loudly that, for a moment, it draws the crowd's attention. They were our words of gratitude for these last 3 years. See you, Gramps. Take care.
僕らが死ぬまで死ぬなよ。
You better not die before us, alright?
無理を言うな。
Don't be unreasonable now. We burn his final smile as a teacher into our memory and pass through the school gates. I'd actually had the opportunity of talking to Ibuki-san on the phone at one time. At that point, Ibuki-san had told me she wanted us to thank Komura-sensei. In those days, when he was in his prime, it was apparently difficult for students to show their gratitude to him. That's why she wanted us, the final students he had looked after, to give him those words. However, it's not like Ibuki-san had coerced the words out of us. We knew that there's no meaning to words of gratitude if they don't come naturally. We were his final students. Just those words had stayed with me amazingly lucidly. I wonder if we were really good enough for that. So this is what Ibuki-san said in the end. It must be quite the honor for you, since you're sure to remain in Komura-sensei's memory forever. His life will be calm and quiet from now on. And during those calm, quiet days, he'll suddenly remember his time as a teacher, and he would remember those 2 bad students that he pulled through graduation. Will he smile about it? Narrow those narrow eyes of his even more, so much that he can't even see anymore. Will he smile about it and be able to cherish those memories? Will he smile about it to the end of his long, long journey? Was it the end of this one? Probably so. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's nothing more to it. Man, that was an interesting... Yeah, that was the end. So that is probably one of the bad endings. So all of these ones can use... Yes, you can skip the credits. Ooh, one light fragments in hand. Many more to go. Clear information system data was saved. So that was saved indeed. Anyways, that will be the end of this stream today. I will stream again later on today at around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Pokemon Legends ZA. Hopefully I will see you then. Anyway, see ya. I'll party for out.